Hey everyone, it's Keela here, and today I'm sharing a layout for day 8 of the 12 Days of Spring Scraplifts on Scrap Squad. You'll be able to see the scrap lift for day 8 in the top right hand corner, and I've also linked that in the description below. Now what I've done so far is I've cut out some butterflies on my silhouette, and these are the Paige Evans butterflies which you can layer. I've just cut a couple of the layers. I didn't cut them all, and I've cut some out of this gorgeous purple which is in the pattern papers for the Scrap Squad spring kit, and I've also cut some in vellum as well, which is from my stash. Now I stick those together, adding a layer of the pattern paper and then a layer of vellum. And I use wet glue, which you can see through slightly, which does bug me a little bit. But I can live with it, that's fine. And then I run those through my sewing machine using a white thread just to add a little bit of detail. And I've kind of already decided my placement of my butterflies and where I want them to go. Now in the original layout there is some stamping on the background, so I've replaced the stamping with this gorgeous rainbow paper, which I used on a layout a few days ago as well. I'm going to distress the edges of that just to add a little bit of texture, and stick that in the middle of the page. The photograph that I'm going to be scrapbooking today is just a silly selfie of me and Darcy. She wanted to do pouty faces. I definitely don't normally pose like this on selfies, but she had me doing some pouty faces. Now in the photograph, the filter that we used had some blue and purple butterflies, so these butterflies were definitely inspired by the purple butterflies in the photograph. I'm going to use the large one, which I did cut one even bigger than this. I didn't realise how big it would be, and it was ginormous. And I'm going to tuck that behind the bottom of the photograph. And then I'm going to tuck one slightly bigger, slightly smaller, sorry, in the top right hand corner of the photograph. And I'm just going to stick these down flat because I've only stuck down the vellum in the middle and stitched through the middle. It definitely adds some dimension on the vellum when I fold it up, and looks like the butterflies are flying a little bit. Now I did consider cutting another layer of pattern paper for my butterflies, but I did change my mind in the end. I felt like it might be pattern overload with the rainbow and the purple, so I decided not to do that. I am going to use a tag from the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to stick that at the top, and that adds just enough pattern, I think, another, an extra pattern without it being too over the top for this page. Now in the original layout, they'd stamped the alphabet onto the background, and then over a few of the stamped letters they've added some thickers. I think these are possibly Paige Evans stamps and thickers. I could be wrong, but they do look like that to me. And I cut out a couple of the rainbows and popped them up on foam, just to kind of go for the same effect on my page. Now I'm going to come in with some embellishments. On the original layout, there isn't really any embellishments at all, but I wanted just to add a few things on this layout for me. I do add a bow at the bottom of the photo. I've added a little rainbow brad, a floral sticker, and lots of sequins. Now unfortunately I lost the end of the footage for this page, but off camera I do stick down some of the sequins, going just for the stars and the clear iridescent sequins. And I do use a sticker which says "Choose Happy" for my title. You'll be able to see all that on my close-ups now. Please do join us today on Scrap Squad. I'm really excited to see what everyone does with today's lift, and I will be back tomorrow with, is it day 9 tomorrow? Oh, day 9. It's flying by already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.